Obviously, Arnold did something. It's visible in his body. He carries around the proof of him, of his hard work.
Mm.
And the other one, he has a kind of proof of a lack of work. He has a proof of doing nothing. He has an untrained body, an untrained mind. He's soft in every possible way.
Mm.
That's the real toxicity, is that lack of masculinity.
And what he has to
Now
do then
let's
is he has to diminish. I mean, these obviously just these two men were never really together.
they're archetypes.
Yes, that's right. But these archetypes, what our SJW here is doing is attempting to undermine what is evidently clear that Arnold has over him, and so he has to use manipulation, propaganda, and GSRRM to undermine the value of that demonstrated vigor. And this is where we're going to get into the real differences between the way men communicate and the way women or gamma men communicate.
And there are basically 4 areas we're going to look at. We're going to look at what you need to avoid if you want to have masculine speech. We're going to look at what things you need to embrace. This doesn't mean you have to constantly do those things, but you need to embrace them. They need to be the foundation of your speech. And we're going to talk about how you speak to men and how you speak to women. It's not the same. You know, if you already believe in radical equality, you're probably not tuned into this channel. So if women and men are different, then obviously the way you communicate with them would be a bit different too. And the first thing that a man avoids is using GSRRM. So we did a whole video about that. And I don't think we need to do a deep dive into that. But I think one of the most important ones to mention is the gossip. Men gossiping is disgusting.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people don't quite understand the difference between sharing news about your friends and gossiping. GSRM, the whole thing about it is to undermine the truth, to lie sneakily. There's one lie where you say a thing that is not true, and then there is the lies inherent with GSRM where you distract from the truth. You undermine the truth. You try to make the speaker the issue instead of what they're saying, this type of stuff. So the gossip is done in such a way to undermine and to ruin reputations. Reputation destruction is part of the GSRRM. And then it's a problem. If you're a man, it's great to say, oh, did you hear, James, our friend so-and-so, his wife just had a baby. Oh, that's great. Okay, this is not gossip.
No.
Sharing news about your friends is not gossip. The same with shaming. A lot of people misunderstand that. There is a time to shame when the shame helps to bring the truth to light.
Yes, and
So
it's best to be done directly too, not through other channels or through reputation destruction.
Yes, not passive aggressive. The whole GSRRM is passive aggressive behavior.
Yep.
The whole thing. And I didn't specifically write that because I really consider that to be part of the GSRM, is the passive aggressivity. That's the whole mood that goes through it. Instead of addressing a situation directly, you passively undermine it. And men don't behave like that. And when men do behave like that, both women can do it to other women, to men, and they don't react so poorly to each other. When men do it, women are disgusted, and so are men. We find it unnatural and unhealthy. And this is the first thing you need to avoid. And I would suggest going and watching that video that we did earlier and really seeing exactly what it is and taking the time to examine your speech, consciously examine how you talk. When we say speech, we don't just mean face-to-face conversation. We're talking how you post on social media, how you talk to people that are strangers, how you talk at work, how you make emails. This whole entire thing, it's your whole communication. So I say communicate like a man.
Something that strikes me as troubling is how much women are not used to men who don't gossip.